Hello and welcome to another software developer profile review. My name's David. I'm a software developer with over 20 years of experience. I've also run recruitment teams, and I want to show you what recruiters see when they look at your profile, why they might reject you. So without further ado, let's get on with it. If you would like a profile review, please visit my website, crushing.digital, which is here, and click this profile review button. I also want to draw your attention to, there's a free careers Q&A session I run every Friday at 3 p.m. British Summer Time, which is 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come along and ask me questions about profiles, interviews, and more. It's quite a chilled, relaxed Q&A session, so I hope you can come along. There's also details here about my course, books, video courses, etc., depending on how much money you've got and how deep you want to go into this subject. Also, if you're a coding bootcamp and you're looking to train cohorts of students, I run this bootcamp careers service for groups of students, so please contact me directly if you're interested in that. There's more details down here about what everyone thinks of that sort of thing. Okay, so today we're reviewing Veronica, and Veronica described themselves, and I've put it up here because I didn't want to forget it, as software engineer / platform engineer, and then in brackets Java, Python, Rust, TypeScript, and AWS. Now what I want to do is pretend that that's, I'm the recruiter, and maybe I'm looking for a position. It could be a Java position, it could be a Python, Rust, or TypeScript, or AWS position, and so I'm looking to confirm those skills. Are you right for the job that I've got? Okay, so we've got quite a few skills, so I'm going to have to cover a lot of bases here, but we'll see how we go. So I immediately arrive at the banner image, and please forgive me, Veronica. I'm going to be, as always, as direct, not brutal, but direct as I can, in order to give you the most value from this. I don't mean it to be cruel. If indeed it is cruel, it might be that your profile's wonderful. So I want to just show you what recruiters will see. But if you have any questions, please ask. So this banner image does nothing to tell me what you do. The hello world bit makes me think you're junior. I don't know whether you are or not. We'll get to that later, but that's doing nothing to help you right now. The headline, software engineer, United States Army veteran, which is cool, but the software engineer doing what? If it is one of those skills that I'm looking for, Java, Python, Rust, and TypeScript, AWS, there should be something to tell me there. That's what you do. And if you don't say it here, which I implore you to do, then I want to go to the About section to find out more. So go to your About section. Oops, I missed that. I don't think there is an About section. So there's nothing to tell me what you do. So I'm going to have to make my own mind up. Now, this is a dangerous game to play. But, okay, let's go with it. Now, there is some activity. So let's open that, and we'll come back to that later. Experience. You're currently working at Amazon. Awesome. And you've been there for 10 months as an apprentice. Great. What are you doing? There's no details there, no technologies you're using, no challenges you're facing. You're not building anything, you're not doing anything. It's just, it's the lazy approach, if you'll forgive me. It's the lazy approach, and you're just relying on the name, which works in some instances, but it's not going to get you the attention you potentially could deserve. So I think that's a classic case. Normally senior developers are lazy with that, but it's it is a case of, if anyone has a big brand name, they think that carries them all the way to the finish line. It does carry you some way, but it doesn't get you over the line. I still don't know if it's worth putting you forward, and when I have to explain to my boss or my client why I'm putting you forward, I need to show evidence. So currently I've got none. Then we get down to Microsoft. So you've got 2. So this should be a home run, right? And there is more details here. A highly competitive program that supports transitioning service members and veterans as they gain knowledge necessary, blah, 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 blah. Skip. What did you do? Focus and studied in cloud applications development. Great. Learning to design, write, build, support applications and programs. So I'm skipping this. Gain fundamental skills in C#, SQL. So that's none of the things I've got further up. ASP.NET, MVC and Azure. So the brand Microsoft carries you some way, but then the rest of it, I've got nothing to help me to gain confidence in supporting your application towards being a Java developer, Python, Rust, TypeScript, AWS, other than you currently work at Amazon. So I'm assuming there's some AWS knowledge there, but why we haven't included the more details, I don't know. So data quality specialist. So as I scan through it, I don't think there's anything here to help me. Data analytics, improve machine learning algorithms for better user experience. Okay, so I'm at this stage, I'm going to need to find something else to see more. So licenses, software, Microsoft software and systems, Academy, so there's Microsoft Cloud stuff, Microsoft. Okay, nothing to help me on the AWS front. You're interested in Docker. So what are we talking about on the activity? So this is a repost of something. You're starting the new position, but we don't know anything more about that position. It's the networking infrastructure team. Great. There should be tons of information that you can tell me there, maybe without giving away company secrets. This is a repost of Girls Who Code Things. Greatly supporting that, but it's not helping me at this instance right now. Repost. So there's ASP.NET. So there's nothing so far to show me why you would be a great candidate other than the brand name. We're relying entirely on that. So go to the contact information and I can't get anywhere else. So again, it's that classic, and we've seen this in the past 2 or 3 profile reviews, and this is almost becoming an epidemic where, and this is the argument I have with many senior developers, as they get experience, and in this case, as you get a brand name, the lazier you become in having to explain your skills. And this is where I would say to you, you're probably going to start getting, if you haven't already, getting lots and lots of attention, but it will be low level attention at this stage because there's not much to go on. And if you are getting attention, they're probably trying to bring you back to this rather than the AWS stuff because there's nothing to go on for that. So as always, there's probably a ton of value you could unpack, turn into posts on your LinkedIn activity, send me to more information on your GitHub, show me where and how you're using, Rust and Python and Java and AWS. Show me your depth of knowledge about AWS services. Show me how you could help me if I'm a company owner. What services do you know? What are you learning now? You don't have to be brilliant at all these things. You just have to be showing me that you're progressing. And at the minute, there's not a lot to go on. And I think that's a crying shame, especially when you've got such wonderful things to go on your profile. You could be catapulting yourself much further ahead. So I hope this has been of value. I hope it's also been alarming in many ways and a bit of a wake-up call to many who just rely on those experiences or rely on something else. You can unpack the value and you could be in a much better position. Thank you for watching. I hope you got some value from it. Please like and subscribe. Tell someone about these profile reviews if you think one of your friends or someone you know could benefit from it. Tell them to fill in the form and I'll get to their profile review as soon as possible. I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.